So where are you getting the money to fund that?
Stealing stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? That's
when you guys stole from my sister, you guys were given a place to stay. Listen,
this is how we're fixing.
You were given a place to stay.
Don't tell me listen, okay?
We're fixing.
Brother, don't talk to me like that.
Then,
this is my legal wife, Wanda, and they're called my spirit wife.
This was a decision that you both made.
Yes.
To go outside of the marriage.
Yes.
Whose children?
I have 2.
Children?
No.
But you want to have children with Eric? Or not so much?
He just can't seem to keep it in his pants sometimes.
Also,
I just believe that she's extremely jealous and disrespectful. If she cracks a smile, I'm getting slapped 3, 4, 5 times for that smile.
Sometimes he just wants to look at porn, and I have broken his computers because of that.
You don't respect men.
I don't. They don't respect us as women. They always call us bitches. I don't respect men at all.
That's right now. Welcome, heroin. 6 little letters that can cause one big addiction. It's an epidemic that's gripping the nation, which brings me to my next guests. Days ago, Leanne and her husband, Joe, parents of, well, in the throes of addiction, drove directly to my studios to beg me for help. But before they arrived, the unthinkable happened. Take a look at this.
My husband and I drove 3 hours to try to get help from Robert with our drug addiction. When we reached our destination, my husband was arrested and put the car impounded. I started having back pain around about 13 years ago, and it got so excruciating I couldn't wait tables anymore. And I have a disc that's messed up in my lower back. And so I was taking pain pills for that. And I got addicted to the pain pills, and I could not stop. And then I found that if you did a little bit of heroin, it helped it even a little bit better. My addiction has destroyed my relationship with my children and my granddaughter. And it's made me feel less than a person. I'm very embarrassed about what I've done with my life, how I've conducted myself. I want help with feeling happy. I want to smell the flowers and go for a walk in the morning and go to the beach and take my granddaughter to the park. And I don't ever want her to see me like I have been.
Wow. Leanne's daughter, Alyssa, is here, and she knows the pain of being a child of an addict. So let's welcome Alyssa. When you see that, you were mumbling some things. What were you saying about that video?
I said it's because she's saying that heroin can help. I can't. It just makes it worse, you know?
So what goes through your mind when you listen to her constant excuses?
I mean, it makes me mad because there shouldn't be an excuse, you know? Like, she's a parent. She was a single mom. She was never there for us. Like, imagine what we go through when, you know, we see her like that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's okay.
And it's upsetting because I've been hearing excuses since I was able to understand, you know, like middle school. I've been hearing them, and it's not fair to us.
Yeah, I can't stand here and listen to her. I'm sorry.
So you reached out to the show because of your mum's addiction, but why? And you had a dream?
Yeah, I've been having bad dreams for the past, like, 2 weeks, just constant about her passing away from her heroin, like an overdose. And I've been having those dreams, like, for the past 2 weeks, just every night. And it kept terrifying me. I'm like, I can't go on. We have to fix this.
What was your mum like that you can remember before drugs?
Before, she was really loving, and I will be honest, she was always trying her hardest. She did work. That was when she worked. Before she started dating her husband, she was there for us. We were able to lay on the bed and, you know, have conversations. And since then, I was 7 years old when they started dating.
So your mum was caring, single mum. She would cuddle you and do all those things. Joe comes into the picture and things started to change.
They did. He was really aggressive. He was, you know, always loud, yelling and saying, oh, I don't like the kids. I don't like this. You know, fix this or clean that. Tell them to clean the kitchen. Or, you know, treating us like animals practically. As a 7-year-old, like, that guy's not going to be good for us. He's not going to be good for her.
Well, I want to bring your mum out because there's always two sides to a story, right? And I want to get her point of view.
Okay.
She's not coming out, but I'm going to go and talk to her because she's been listening. So give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you? I'm Robert.
I'm trying to hang in there.
So
She likes to exaggerate stuff, and she says I was never there for them. That's a lie.
okay.
I busted my butt 17 hours a day, sometimes waiting tables for those kids. They never missed a Christmas. They never missed a birthday. Back to
let's
school.
come on stage and
Nothing.
let's discuss that. This is, Leanne, this is the time that you have to set your story straight with your daughter.
Well, apparently she sounds pretty stuck in her ways of what she thinks.
Let's go and talk. Come on. Okay. I'm going to have a seat over here.
I can move the chair a little bit.
Can you sit over there? Because that's...
Can I just sit a little bit further away from her?
So this is Leanne. Welcome, Leanne, to the show. You okay? So my first question would be, Leanne, why don't you want to sit next to your daughter?
Because I'm very, very angry at her right now.
Okay. For what?
Because what she said,
Okay.
it's not all true.
So why do you
She
feel...
said that I was never there for them. And I was a bad mom.
Because it's true. You know, I love you, and you're my mom. You're the only adult figure that I have in my life, and I want you to get help. Because I want us to have a relationship.
I do, too.
And I love you.
I love you, too.
I don't hate you, but I just hate what you do.
Since you guys love me so much, why would you have your own mother? And this is, I think, the only country that would put their own mother on the street.
We did
when
not
they
put
have
you on the
extra
streets.
room. And I know that, but I had a place for 20 years that I paid rent at.
I know this, and you got kicked out for
I
being
didn't
a
get
nuisance.
kicked out. I had
understand
black mold.
this. I understand that you have been homeless. And do you remember when I called you on your birthday this year to get you a hotel room, and you told me no to send you the money?
If you're going to sit here and bash me, I will leave the stage right now, okay?
I'm not here to
That's
bash
why
you.
you
I'm
brought me
here-
here today. I'm not stupid. You always do things to throw me under the bus.
No.
So everybody can see on TV. Oh, you know what? I really don't care about that.
We're not
I know
here
you
for
don't
that.
Just
care.
stop right now.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
I'm not feeling sorry for myself.
She brought you here because she had dreams that you were going to die. Do you understand that? She's worried about you dying from heroin.
Okay.
Wake up, smell the coffee. All right? Nobody's here to beat you up. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, you know what? Boo to all of you, okay?
Listen.
No,
This is not a way.
Just
This is
please.
not a way to help yourself.
You don't know anything about me.
I do.
No, you don't.
I actually know a lot about
No,
you.
actually, you don't.
I do.
Really?
Yes, I know everything
Is that
about
what you're
you.
being mean to me?
Mean?
I'm feeling sorry for myself?
You think, yes, because you're feeling sorry for yourself. Half of what you're going through is denial. And I'm trying to get rid of your denial.
No, I'm not in denial.
Really? So you don't take the pills and you don't do the heroin and you don't do anything.
It's not illegal to take.
No, but multiple pills on top of heroin is going to kill you. That's what I care about. That's what I care about. If you don't feel good for yourself and you don't want help, and I've got help for you here. Carrie Quashin in my audience, that I'm telling you, and you listen to his story, yours is nothing to what he's been through. Come here, come on. Come on, I'll hold your hand. I don't want any boos, I don't want any hisses, I don't want nothing. I'm trying to help somebody here, okay? I'm not attacking people, we're trying to help them. You have an opinion, and you're allowed your opinion,
I know.
okay? Just don't come here to bash. That's not what this show is. I want to get the truth so we can fix out how do we help somebody. When you were growing up, Leanne, you watched your family in the drug addiction, right? They were all into drugs.
My mom was terrible, yeah.
So how was that for you as a child,
It was awful.
right? Tell me how you felt.
My mom was belligerent, though. My mom was a terrible alcoholic.
Okay.
When I would come home from school every day, the house would be destroyed. I moved like every year. I never had like friends growing up. Moved from a different town, a different school every year.
Right.
You know.
So-
But I always loved my mother, and she was clean 10 years before she passed away. So I just don't understand why. I understand why they're angry, but even though after all what my mom did, I never would talk to my mother.
Can you look at
The way that you
Who
guys
is this?
talk to me.
Who is this sitting here?
My daughter.
So this is you, and you are your mom. And when you said you loved your mom, she feels the same way. And we tend to follow that thing. Okay. Tell me 3 things that you do admit to doing. Apart from the drugs, so you already told me that.
You want something good or something bad or both?
Huh?
3 things I admit to doing good or bad.
3 things you've done wrong. Because so far, all you've said to me is everything you've done well.
I could have spent more time with my children when they're growing up.
Okay.
I made a mistake of ever trying drugs and using them. I made that mistake. I admit that. That's wrong.
What else?
For yelling at them, how I did before, that's wrong. I admit that.
Hurtful.
I'm sure there's a lot more.
Do you admit, or can you admit?
I feel very guilty.
Okay.
And that fuels me wanting to bury that pain and do with something else just to make it go away.
Okay.
You know, it hurts me too. It's I can't take it back. I can try to make it better, and that's what I want to do.
Okay. That's great. That's a great first start, right? So, you have a drug problem, right?
Yeah. Millions of Americans do. I'm not the only one.
Is that, no, you're not. But I don't care about the rest of them. I'm talking to you.
I know.
Do you admit that you have a drug problem?
Yes, I do.
And you want help from it,
Yes.
right? So that we can fix. It's not going to fix overnight. You know that, right?
No, I know that.
It's a building block of things. But I want to bring in a dear friend of mine. And I got to tell you, I said to you in the hallway that I have seen this man work miracles. Carry caution. Come up here. Come up here. You don't have to sit down. Come up here.
Yeah.
Sit over here.
No, I want to give you a hug first. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get her. Look at your kid. You love her lots, don't you? Huh?
Yes.
You want to do me a favor? Give me that stuff. And can I say this? Being brutal, alcohol and drugs, not you. And everything it does, give me that. I don't care if it's wet. That's your kid. Go over there. Go. Get up. Get up. Put your arms around her. This is worth way more than any alcohol or any drug. Stay.
I'm sorry.
This is what drugs take away. This is what it destroys. It destroys worlds, families, lives, and everything. Hey, that's your mom.
I know.
That's her right now. This is really her. Not all that crap you saw a minute ago. This is the one.
I know who she is before.
Yeah, this is her. This is the one that wants help. This is the one that loves you. This is the one that's been sleeping in a car and running from herself all her life. Hey, you're not going to run anymore. You follow me? Something you want to say to her?
I love you very much. I'm sorry that I hurt you. I never intended to do that. I just really am in a lot of pain emotionally. I always have been all my life. I never felt like I was good enough for anything. You're not a bad person. Just, you need to stick this out. You need to do it for yourself first and then for your kids. There's 4 of us. You have 1 grandchild. And I'm just not able to see her grandma at all.
I would like to have credit, though, for the things that I did do good.
Oh, I know.
Didn't do
I know what
drugs
you've
the
done
whole time.
Before you did drugs. I
didn't do
know
them the
this.
whole time.
Stay in route. Don't try to clean it up. Okay, the first part of fixing anything is owning it.
Oh, I do. I do.
And leave the excuses over there for right now. Right
I'm
now.
not making excuses. I'm just saying that I think that I am a good parent.
I bet you're a great parent, a great mom, a great person. You went the wrong direction.
So we have psychotherapist Delise Diaz in the audience. Delise, how are you? What can we actually do to help these folks fix their relationship?
Well, Leanne and Elisa, this is the best thing you could be doing right now. Is you're already 50% further along by acknowledging that there's a problem, and now this is the time where healing truly begins. This is where the connection can be reestablished, and there's so much shame. Leanne, I see that with you. There's so much shame because having a family, when you grow up in a family with addiction, it's very traumatic and painful for everybody. And you guys are breaking the generational patterns today. That's amazing.
Yeah. As discussed, Leanne's husband, Joe, got arrested while en route to our studio. He's out of jail now, and he's here. We'll talk to him right after the break. Joe was arrested en route to the studio, but he's out of jail, and he's here joining us. Welcome, Joe. Come on, Joe. How are you? See you. So, Joe, so you're sitting next to your wife, Leanne.
Correct.
You've been living in a car, right?
Yes, we have.
And how's that? Why are you living in cars?
The drug use had a lot to do with it.
How much drugs were you doing?
I smoke weed and drink quite a bit.
I need the truth because I'm trying to help her.
Okay.
And in that, you're part of that.
Right.
And if I can't get the truth from you, I can't help her.
Okay.
Which in turn helps you. So, how much?
A half gram a day, basically.
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
Right.
Okay. So where are you getting the money to fund that?
I work for a living. I'm a painter.
That's not the only way that you guys get that, right? Not just from working.
Obviously not. You know, there's been times where I wasn't working at the moment, and we've had to...
And how did you guys get that?
So where else?
Honestly, stealing stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? That's
when you
what
guys stole
heroin
from my
does.
sister out of her room, all of her electronics, you guys were given a place to stay. Listen,
this is how
you were given a place to
No,
stay.
don't tell me, listen, okay?
We're
I'm your
fixing.
mother. Don't talk to me like that. What I did.
Stop being the victim. I just want the truth. I want you two to do something with me. Carrie, come up here. I want you to do the drug I love, Pete, because I want to do that with you.
All right. I need you to trust me. Can you do that?
Okay.
Turn your mom, grab your mom's hands.
But until she stops lying, there won't be any relationship.
I'm not
Okay.
lying.
Okay, wait, stop. Stop. No, I got this.
Yes,
I
I'm
got
serious.
this. Listen.
Doesn't seem like you're serious about this.
Hey, just stay with me, okay? Look at me. Stay with me. Grab your kid's hand. Look at your kid, and you don't say nothing, okay? Say, Alyssa.
Alyssa,
I. Look at her. Love.
love
My.
my
Drugs. Say it. No, you just stay.
Okay, whatever you want me to say.
Okay, Alyssa.
Alyssa,
I love
I love
my drugs
my drugs
more than you.
more than you.
Say
But
one.
that's not true.
Just say it again.
That's not
no.
true.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
not
No,
true.
perfect. You're right. No, you're 1,000% it's not. I know you love her more than anything in the world. I know you do. I know you love all your kids. But here's the deal. What's been going on these last few years, and Joe, am I right?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yes.
The drugs have taken over.
They have.
What do you have to say?
I also want to quit using, and I want to be there for Leanne. First of all, because I can't love any of the kids, you know, until I fix my relationship with my wife.
Dude, you can't love anyone until you love yourself.
As well, yes.
The first step is to get you both treatment.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'd just like to know where the facility's at, what it's about, how many people are there.
You don't need to worry about anything.
Exactly.
Well, I do because
No, you don't.
Here's what.
it's
Here's what.
affected by-
no,
It is.
Well,
But you
here's,
know what? Here's the life that you're going to have. If you don't go, you're going to go back in the car. You're going to be on your own. That's the way it's going to go. So, get up and go with Carrie.
So how long is the rehab?
I'm going to tell everyone what I tell everyone in the beginning, as long as it takes, but think 30 days at first.
I'm listening to you, so I just wish that we could have done this not in front of strangers.
It would never have
People don't care.
happened. It would never have happened.
I've tried to talk to you about this.
Joe has already said, hey, listen, I'm in. I can't do this anymore.
Seriously.
You're in, aren't you?
All right.
You know what I just want to say? People in this generation like to see people that are down and struggling.
Do you know what they do? They actually see this guy. All right. So let me tell you about inspiration first, because now you're starting to annoy me. Inspiration is here. This is a guy that was an alcoholic, a drug addict, and he's putting his life. He spent his life right now helping people. That's an inspiration.
Yes,
you
I
can
agree.
be an inspiration to other people. It's not about beating you. It's about inspiring people to change. What you're going to do.
Why don't you give your kid a hug? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Come
get it
on,
on.
we're going now.
That's where it all starts.
We could do this.
No, I don't know about that.
I mean it. This is it.
Hug you.
I hear you,
Not a good
brother.
life. It's not.
Hold a hand.
Sure.
Come on,
Come here,
both of you. Let's go.
There you go.
Thank you guys.
We'll be right back. Don't go away. Exciting stuff. Let me tell you,
Just get it.
What's up, Phil?
it's a brave thing.
All righty.
Welcome. I want you to meet Eric, and next to Eric is his wife of over 30 years, Wanda. Yes? Next to Wanda is his wife of over 10 years, Alicia. And next to her is his wife of 7 years, Charisma Sky. So yes, you're right, it's a polyamorous family. Well, Eric, first of all, I gotta say, you're a lucky man, and you must be a tired man.
Thank you.
Okay? How do you handle all this love?
You know, I think when people are in love, they connect with the spirit. That's why this is my legal wife, Wanda, and they're called my spirit wives, because it's illegal to marry them, of course, in this country. But I feel like marriage certificates, rings, rocks, and diamonds, those are not the things that keep people married. It's the spirit that keeps people married.
Wanda, you've been married for 30 years. How does this affect your relationship as husband and wife?
It doesn't affect in a negative way, because it's something that I wanted to do.
So are you bisexual?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. So this was a decision that you both made.
Yes.
To go outside of the marriage.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
Well, Wanda has sold over 25 million records around the world. And as a singer with the KLF is very sexy and provocative.
Okay.
And I knew that the first year into our marriage, I'm like, you know, you are rapping and singing about things you've never experienced. So if you like to experiment, I'm willing to do that. I'll give you nurturing soil and we can try it out.
You'll give her nurturing soil.
That's right.
So you would consider yourself, Wanda, as the matriarch of this family?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
We've been together for 36 years, married for 33 of them.
So what is the process, and I'm interested in this, the spirit wives and Wanda, you don't get jealous. It's almost like, is there a schedule for sex? Is there a schedule for... No. How does that work?
There's no room for jealousy. Me, I'm very secure in who I am.
Okay.
You really have to be comfortable in your skin to make any of this work.
So who has children? So obviously you're the sperm donor. But whose children?
I have children.
How many?
I have 2.
Ages?
7 and 7 days old.
7 days?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, congratulations. So, children?
No.
Why? Or do you want children?
I do want children.
Okay. You just haven't...
I'm not ready yet. Yeah.
Okay.
About maybe 2-3 years, I'll be ready.
At 50 years old, I'm telling her, if you want to have kids with me, let's press on with it. So you're not changing the child's pamper and mine at the same time.
But don't...
Wheelchair and a stroller.
But how old is...
Together.
Alicia, how old are you?
I'm 33.
How has this latest birth affected your relationship with the family, Alicia?
I feel that if you're going to add children, then it should be discussed.
I don't feel that I should wake up one day and, oh, by the way, Charisma's 8 months pregnant.
So you want him to tell you, I'm having sex, I have a baby.
You don't have to say that you're having sex, but if you're planning on having children, yes, you disclose that. I'm supposed to be your wife.
A lot of people wait until after 3 months to disclose this information, so I didn't feel the need to tell anybody. I've had a couple miscarriages in the past. I didn't want to jump the gun and get all excited. I wanted to wait and make sure that the baby was sticking and that it was here before we ruffled any panties or cobs. Before we, you know, before
That's how the baby got here.
I just feel that having an element or sharing a secret is nothing that will affect everybody as a whole. But when you have a child brought in, that affects me. Like, the secret don't only affect you, it affects me as well.
I can see you're starting to get emotional.
I mean, because this is an emotional situation. I didn't know. This is the second time, Robert. The first one, I didn't know until the baby was here.
So it's a trust issue.
I feel like it's leading into one now.
So isn't this relationship supposed to work on, you know, the harmony, right? It doesn't seem very harmonious to me.
It has worked because of the harmony.
But it's not working now.
Well, it's fresh. I mean, the baby was just born, so it's either me put a ring around his neck or, you know, me just kind of...
So Alicia's not the only person that's upset with this relationship, right? We have another person. When we come back, we'll find out who it is. Working with Eric, there's 3 wives, Wanda, Alicia, and Charisma. Everyone agrees that life is usually harmonious in this polyamorous relationship until now. 7 days ago, spirit wife Charisma gave birth to a son, and spirit wife Alicia is not thrilled about the newest addition. She's not the only one who's upset. Charisma's Aunt Susie is here to chat. Aunt Susie disapproves of Charisma's polyamorous lifestyle and says her baby makes it harder to get out. Well, Susie, come on out. I want to see you. I want to hear your voice. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, why don't you approve of this relationship?
This is really something, because Charisma comes from a spiritual Christian family, and that's our basis of how we build. So this right here is something we've never seen before.
Okay.
She's never been exposed to this in our family, and it just raises so much question. But we trust God, and we believe that she should be with one man, and we believe in marriage, and we believe that there is one man just for her. But this all kind of happened, and no disrespect to Eric, he's been a nice guy.
He's got friends with benefits.
Who wouldn't? But the thing of it is, it was at a very difficult time, vulnerable time in her life when she did meet Eric. She was
when
going
you say vulnerable, what was going on?
She was going through some real difficult times, and she had turned away from the family.
Okay.
I was there when she was crying in the rain. That's where I found her.
And that's what I'm talking about.
The question would be for you, Eric. If she had a baby with another man, would she be able to stay in your world?
Exactly.
What?
Ooh. Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. What the hell is all that?
I had to swing my brains on that.
Right? That's a good question, right?
It's gonna fall off.
Wow.
You guys don't really understand. Now, I know most people watching wouldn't understand this. So when we meet women all the time who say, oh, I could never share my home, I couldn't share my kitchen, I couldn't share my man, we say, we believe you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be an ordinary woman and do this. You have to be an extraordinary woman.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to have an extraordinary security, extraordinary faith, and believe in yourself.
I actually do believe
it's
that.
Okay.
No,
it's the truth.
I do believe
It's
that
the
you have to
truth.
be a special type of person to do that. I do believe that.
We have too many
because of jealousy.
Exactly.
You told one of my producers that you didn't want to share him, right?
I am probably, he considers me the most possessive of him, yes.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm jealous. Like when he goes with Wanda, I sleep
But you
peacefully.
did say that you want him for you, right? For to be with you. Just
In a perfect world, me and Eric would be. We'd have a bunch of little bunny rabbits and babies.
No, you wouldn't.
so these guys wouldn't be in that picture.
Oh, Wanda and Yeah, they can come by and visit.
Come by and visit.
What?
The reality is that there is jealousy there, and you want him on your own.
Yeah. No.
Desire and jealousy are two different things.
No.
I know my audience is dying to jump in. Who's got the first question?
I have a question because I know there has to be something. Who is your favorite and why?
Me.
I don't have a favorite overall.
Coming.
However, there are favorites I have in different things. Like, for instance, they know who they are. Lynx would be better to ride a roller coaster with and go to a jazz club with. Charisma doesn't like the sun that much, so I wouldn't go to the beach with Charisma. She's a moonlight girl. And Wanda, of course, she loves salsa dancing and stuff. Lynx loves reggae dancing. So it's all about different aspects. I'm a Gemini, so we're very mercurial. Geminis feel variety is the spice of life.
Next.
How you doing, brother? What's going on?
There.
Praise God. First of all, I wanted to ask. My concern is the thing I don't agree with here. I'm thinking about this. The children. I'm concerned about the children.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned. You having sex. I mean, you having all kinds of courtship with all the women. What values are you teaching them?
Values that we would teach any children in any home. What I have to say to that is a lot of children are raised in a home without a father. My children have their father every day that they can see and they can come home to. There's nothing but love in this family. Like we all said, it takes a village to raise a child. This child has nothing but great examples that they can come to and get great advice from.
It's amazing to hear Charisma talk like this because this is not how she was raised.
Susie, Charisma has a right to her own happiness. You guys cannot decide what makes her happy. That is her birthright.
We're not making
that is
that
her
decision.
right.
When we
yes,
talk
you
about
are.
morals and
yes,
what you were raised on and biblical principles,
morals.
we have other things that govern our lives.
I'm not in their lives.
We're not making decisions for her. Clearly, we're not because look at what she's doing.
Right.
And if we could, she'd be doing something different.
Okay.
She believes, the question is not if, it's when.
I could have one man that I'd be sharing with multiple women that I might not know about.
Exactly. Thank you.
I could do that too. That's an option.
But that's something different. We're talking about choice. That's what I'm talking about.
Susie, I've heard you from the time you came out expressing all this fear. Why can't people just give their faith and not their fear?
It's not fair.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been married?
I've been married 10 years.
Okay.
To one man.
One man. Were you married before that? Were you married before that?
No.
So you got married later in life?
Yes.
Okay. And are you happy?
Totally.
But that's the decision.
And it works for you. Everybody has a choice.
That is the decision that we all make to be happy or not. To me, they all look happy. It's their choice in life. That's what they want to do. Good luck to what you do.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. In marriage, trust and respect is the #1 on the list. But when the respect turns into jealous anger and rage, it's a sure sign that the marriage is in distress. Meet Paul. He's at his wit's end because his wife, Jessica, not only disrespects him, but physically and emotionally assaults him as well. Please welcome Paul.
How you doing?
Hey, Paul. How are you? Nice to see you.
All right. How you doing?
So, what is going on with your wife, Jessica?
Well, from my end, I just believe that she's extremely jealous and disrespectful. But no matter where I go or what we do together or alone, I get accused of searching for women, looking for girls, looking at girls, trying to flirt with them. It doesn't matter. The list can go on.
So you fight constantly?
She might throw things. She might grab her phone and fling it at me. She might get angry at me getting upset. I might call her a bitch.
So when you say things and call her names, which, by the way, is abusive too.
Yes, it is.
Verbally abusive. Is that normal during the fight?
Mostly, yeah. It's normal. If she disrespects me, I may disrespect her back.
Have you ever cheated on her?
No.
Okay. So why does she believe that you're cheating on her?
I don't know. I think it might be the small town we live in and the different women that are in the area, but we're always together. So I don't understand why she would even have the inclination that I was doing something else.
So tell me what happened in the grocery store then.
Well, by the time we get to the cash register and I got a cart full of groceries, I just say hello or how you doing to the regular cashier. She cracks a smile, I'm getting slapped 3, 4, 5 times for that smile.
So how long have you been with Jessica?
About 12 years.
12 years. So why are you still with her after 12 years?
I love her. We have 3 kids.
Okay.
I love my
how
wife.
old are
It's
the
not
kids?
all 7, 5, and 2.5.
Does she ever go off at you in front of those kids?
Oh, yes.
And how do the kids react to that?
They ignore it. Really, they've grown numb.
Well, here's the thing. What you don't realize is they're not numb. They watch everything that you do.
Right.
And they take everything in.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's time, right? Let's meet Jessica. Come on in, Jessica. How are you?
Good.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
So, first of all, I have to ask you, why do you think he's cheating?
Well, I always find him checking out other girls. And he's like always looking at porno or trying to look for his ex-girlfriends. And I don't like that. If you're going to be with me, you only have to look at me like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And sometimes he just wants to search for girls, look at porn, and I have broken his computers because of that.
So, I've got this feeling that you have a resentment or you don't respect men.
I don't. I don't respect them. They don't respect us as women. They always call us bitches. I don't care.
Hey, we don't always call.
They
I don't call you a bitch every day.
I don't respect men at all. No.
I call you bitch when it fits.
And when he calls me a bitch, I'm going to throw something at him because I don't think that.
Now, isn't that the definition of bitch?
He should call me.
Get angry and start
No, you need to shut up because you
control themselves.
But listen,
you can't.
but you have, but listen, name calling doesn't achieve anything, okay? That's just, and you throwing things at him. You have 3 kids at home, right?
Yes.
Are they your kids?
Yes, they're all.
Are you
mine.
sure?
Yes, I'm
I was just checking. Okay, okay. So your 3 kids, when you argue and you throw things and you do things in front of these kids, you don't think that affects them?
Yes.
Oh, you do? So why do you keep doing it?
Well, sometimes I can't control my problems.
But what is your
Anger
problem?
issues?
What is your problem?
My anger issues, and
Okay.
he doesn't treat me right. He thinks he does. He only spends five minutes looking at me, and out of the 24 hours, he thinks that's spending time with me. That's not spending time with me.
Here's my takeaway for both of you. If you don't trust him, leave him. Number 1. But you've got something in the middle of you. It's not just 2 adults. It's 3 kids that are young kids that watch you, everything you do. When you get angry and you throw things, he thinks the kids don't learn from that. Believe me, they will grow up and emulate your behavior. And as you talk bad to him and vice versa, they will listen, and then words will become common practice in their behavioral pattern.
And it's already
Therefore,
starting. They fight. My 2 sons, they fight constantly.
But then they're going to start degrading women by calling them the bitch and the whore and all those things that you use, the words that you use, and vice versa. You're setting your kids up for failure, and you're setting your relationship up for failure because you're abusing each other. You abuse her, you don't throw things at her, but you verbally abuse her. You abuse him by verbally and throwing things at him. You got to stop that. And if you don't be with each other, right? Because there's going to be people that will love you the way you are. People love you the way you are. But if you want to be together, you've both got to change, you've both got to communicate, and you've both got to work together and cohabitate and bring those kids up in a great, friendly environment that they can be nurtured to become great human beings. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be right back. I want to thank all my guests for being here today. Addiction affects everyone. If you or someone you love is facing an addiction, don't be afraid to ask for help. It can save a life. Thanks for watching. And if you have a question or a comment, log on to the Robert Irvine Show Facebook page and tell us what you think. See you next time.